Hello, Buena. Have you ever showed up to school one day and realized that somebody else was parked in your parking space? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Here in parking spot number 373 happens to be my parking space. However, I don't drive this white car here. Because of this incident, I had to park in the back of the parking lot by the ALC building. Now, since we're going to be talking about this today, we're going to talk to some security and see exactly what can happen if somebody parks in your parking space, or if you park in somebody else's parking space. So what are the consequences if somebody parks in your parking spot?
It can vary. First, we give them a warning, and if they continue to violate the spot, then they can be thrown off campus. They can't lose their parking privileges for a couple weeks.
What could happen if they keep repeating this?
Ooh, then they'll be off for the whole year.
So now that we know what could happen if you park in someone's parking space, let's ask some of the students around school to see what they think what the consequences should be.
They should get a referral for parking your wrong spot. It's not fair because most people pay for their spots and all that, especially closer to the school. You have to get here early for that one. I don't think it's fair if someone parks in your spot.
Get like a warning. They should probably get written up or get a detention or something if they just do it once.
Basically just have them move for the first time, but maybe like the second or third, they can't park at school for like a few days, I guess.
The first thing I think should be a warning.
Personally, I think they should park all the way at the back of the parking lot and have to walk in if they want to take someone else's parking spot.
If I had to take it into my own hands, I'd probably take a crowbar to their car. But for school consequences, I think they should get taxed.
Well, I believe that we should enforce parking tickets.
I don't think the school's responsible for it. I think you need to deal with it. But if it happens repeatedly, over and over and over, then they should just take away parking privileges. Done.
Since teachers do not have an assigned parking space here in the staff parking lot, they may or may not find it very frustrating that they're not always going to get the parking spot that they desire. Now let's see what they have to say about this.
People are stealing other people's spots, then they need to have their privileges revoked for an extended period of time. But I definitely think that there needs to be consequences. The students are paying a significant amount, and they have an assigned place, and that should be respected.
Well, I believe that if you've paid for a parking space, then you deserve that right to that parking space. And if somebody else who isn't paying for a parking spot for themselves, then they shouldn't be allowed to be in anybody's parking space. As far as like a consequence, I don't know if they're stiff enough. I don't know if the penalties are stiff enough where it's a deterrent. And I know that this isn't college per se, but on college campuses there would be an immediate fine that would be given out for the first time you're in the wrong parking spot, and that's just it.
So everyone's opinions may be a little different from others, but all in all, it's not a good idea to park in someone's parking space. It may save you a detention or a suspension from the parking lot, or worse. Now back to you guys in the studio.